All right, 7-Eleven in Upland, California is gang stalking. Multiple means of aerial surveillance. This is the entity flying over a small white plane. I documented them years ago. I described them as Tylenol capsules in the sky. They're really small, so small it's almost hard for me to capture with my camera. The entity is flying over and keeping the fake sun. That's the evidence that nobody is making it up. That's not the sun. And the entity is keeping the fake sun, as my documentation shows, where Amazon Prime, showing you that they are enemies to you while they want you also to spend money on them, is gang stalking under a 6 p.m. fake sun that's here at the same address. 7RZG311, this is all a RICO case, a massive RICO case, and the RICO relevant to what is murder by companies that are gang stalking. Impossible light across the roof, that's a demon. This is the combination of demonic activity and terrorism in furtherance of murder by the government. That is maintaining aerial surveillance, stalking on the roads and the highways. 9WDF409, and they are all here because of me, including while they are at work, under the fake sun, with the people of the state, stalking in a store, stalking in the parking lot, stalking on the roads and the highways. And I want to be clear, the entity engaging what is poisoning. Okay, so I'm buying food from Stater Brothers, from Vons, from 7-Eleven, and also as I'm documenting at these venues that are serving meals, the entity's engaged in poisoning. So it's really exclusive where I'm buying food from. And the entity's doing that because as I walk through the neighborhoods and document, the entity engaging what is putting substances in my body and in my food. And they're all going to be prosecuted for that. License 7WEG388. This is pacing under the fake sun. They're mentally ill. 7DEK573. 61359 Robert 2. And 7-Eleven is inside monitoring on communication devices. Their employees, their patrons alike. This is the means of surveillance in the path, pacing under the fake sun, impossible light across the roof. That's a demon. Okay, this isn't even the sun. The entity is keeping it over me at the bus stop, just as one example, at 537 North Euclid Avenue in Ontario, California. All right, that's the pattern of conduct. This is speaking to what is going on in the city of Upland. And this is documentation regarding the entity that's engaged in gang stalking as businesses. They're not businesses. They're terrorists. They're engaging in surveillance, which is what California is consumed with. And these businesses engaged in what is poisoning and comes with the people, every license plate, everyone speaking. The entity engaging in what is battery, assault, implied threats of harm, also poisoning. They're engaging in this while they are engaging in the pattern of conduct and furtherance of murder, including Metrolink, who is audible activity under a fake sun. Very deliberate. This is P.O.C. It is currently 8:19 a.m. You'll recall the entity engaging in criminal summoning on this street when I'm coming from the library. This is speaking to the intention, the malice, the knowledge, the mental illness, the psychosis of the gang stalker that is demon possessed, that fills a population. The entity is going psychotic in ambulances and police vehicles, sounding sounds, criminal summoning on Euclid Avenue. It's the same thing when I'm at the Upland Public Library in the middle of the afternoon. This is the same street. And it's the same pattern of conduct. The city of Upland and the city of Ontario sharing in what is that ongoing communication of a threat, which is relevant to the RICO case. You're going to prosecute these companies, and they're going to be prosecuted for murder, conspiracy to murder. P.O.C. This is documentation regarding poisoning by the entity. P.O.C.